When the skies turn hostile over Ukraine, there is no time to hesitate. An unidentified aircraft, a missile launch, a distress call from the front lines. Whatever the emergency, Ukraine's elite female fighter pilots are trained to respond in seconds. Speed, precision, fearlessness. These women operate some of the world's most advanced fighter jets, executing high-stakes missions where a single mistake could mean death. But what happens the moment an emergency unfolds? What does it take to strap into a multi-million-dollar war machine and fly straight into danger? Here's exactly how Ukrainian female fighter pilots respond when the alarm sounds. It starts with a warning, a radar alert, a radio transmission, a sudden realization that something is not right. Inside an airbase bunker, pilots sit in full gear waiting. Their radios crackle to life. The command is urgent. Scramble, scramble. Unknown aircraft detected. You are cleared for takeoff. Adrenaline kicks in. No time to think, only to act. Female pilots bolt from their ready rooms, sprinting toward the tarmac. Their aircraft are already primed. Su-27s, MiG-29s, F-16s, engines warm, weapons locked in place. The cockpit slams shut. Hands move instinctively. Flicking switches. Systems online. Targeting radar engaged. The control tower gives the green light. You are cleared for immediate takeoff. In a blur of motion, the fighter jets tear down the runway. Engines scream. Afterburners ignite. Within seconds, they are airborne, climbing into the fight. At 30,000 feet, nothing matters except instincts and training. Every pilot locks onto their target, scanning the skies for threats. The radio buzzes with updates. Bogies confirmed. 2 enemy fighters bearing 2040, range 50 kilometers. Orders. The response is immediate. Engage, weapons free. The pilots throttle forward, closing the distance at supersonic speeds. But the enemy isn't just waiting, they are maneuvering, twisting, diving, flanking. This is no training exercise. A single mistake means being outflown or shot down. A lock-on alarm screams inside the cockpit. An enemy jet has targeted one of the Ukrainian pilots. Missile incoming. She has seconds to react. With a violent yank, she slams the control stick left, forcing her jet into an evasive roll. G-forces crush against her body. Her vision darkens. She fights to stay conscious. The missile streaks past, barely missing. She flips the tables, cutting back into an offensive position. Her thumb hovers over the trigger. Missile locked. Fox 2, a heat-seeking missile rips from the underbelly of her jet, tracking its target with deadly precision. Seconds later, impact. A fireball erupts in the sky, one enemy down, but the fight isn't over yet. For every pilot that makes it back, there's another that doesn't. Being hit at high speeds is catastrophic. If the plane is critically damaged, the pilot has mere seconds to eject. But ejecting isn't a guarantee of survival. At high speeds, the force can break bone. If they land in enemy territory, they must evade capture. If the enemy finds them first, their fate is uncertain. That's why rescue teams work fast. A pilot who ejects sends a distress beacon, immediately alerting friendly forces. Every second counts, because if the enemy gets there first, it's game over. These women don't just fly, they endure. High-speed combat isn't just skill, it's survival. They pull extreme G-forces, making even the smallest movement a fight against gravity. They operate complex weapons systems, tracking multiple targets at once. They make split-second decisions, knowing any hesitation could cost them their lives. There is no room for weakness, no time for doubt. In an emergency, their minds and bodies are pushed to the limit. The battle ends one of 2 ways, victory or loss. If the mission succeeds, the pilots return home. But there's no celebration, no relief, because the moment they land, the war continues. They step out of their jets and prepare for the next fight. Because in Ukraine's war for survival, the skies are never safe. And these women, these fearless warriors of the air, know that any mission could be their last. But still they take off, again and again, because that's what heroes do.